Last weekend, my Xbox died, which really pissed me off. However, I decided that instead of buying a new one, I'll start using the time I normally spend gaming doing something productive. Therefore, I present to you Gamer to Coder, where I'll be learning to program until I can make my own applications and the shit money. This is episode 1. But before we get into the first week of learning to program, a quick disclaimer. I do already have some knowledge of various programming languages such as HTML, CSS, a little bit of Python and PHP due to working in IT, which also means I have a bit of knowledge of programming and logic, just so you're aware, in case you wonder why I've skipped some of the basics or think I'm progressing quicker than most beginners do. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into day 1, last Sunday. First thing I did was establish a plan using this handy roadmap from W3 Schools to decide which technologies I would learn and in which order. The first of which is JavaScript, the bread and butter of web development. On Monday, it was time to actually start learning. I started by trying a couple of YouTube tutorials, but none of them really clicked. So I took it back a step and watched a few videos on how to learn to program, which brought me to Free Code Camp. Started the JavaScript course, and over the next couple of days, made a program that prints out a pyramid to the console and the program that works out the average score of students' test results. This taught me the basic syntax, data types such as strings, numbers, and arrays, while and for loops, basic if statements and logic, along with various built-in functions such as finding the length of an array. But I'm not going to lie, it was so boring, and I really didn't look forward to programming. However, the next project was where it really started to click. It was an old school text-based RPG. This appealed to my gaming side, and I really enjoyed it, which in turn gave me newfound motivation, along with teaching me some very basic object-oriented programming, using functions, and using JavaScript alongside and to interact with HTML and CSS, plus some more specific built-in functions like pushing and popping an array. Finally, I made a start on the calorie counting project, which made use of query selectors and regex for form validation. However, I definitely need to do a little bit more research on both of these things. However, that's a wrap for this week, and I've definitely learned a lot using Free Code Camp. So now I think it's time to apply the knowledge from the tutorials to my own project. Subscribe and come back next week to see how I get on.